Hello and welcome to the Hartwall Arena here in Helsinki again for tonight's preliminary round game of Group H of the 2013 IIHF World Championship between Latvia and Slovakia. Getting ready to listen to both the national anthems. Listening to Latvian national anthem. Now it's the time to 1-2 Slovakian 1. That was Slovak's national anthem. Here we go with the two captains tonight's game, Satan and Darzin's Slovakian goalkeepers Jaroslava, Janus and Stana, Mezej, Sekera, Bliznan, Kopecki and Branko Radivojevic. Slovakia first line, Marek Daloga, Sersen, Stumpel, Mirza Shatan and Hudacek. Vidarini, Jurcina, Kukumber, Miklik and Zaborski. The third line for Slovakia, Mihalik, Dano, Bartek, Surovi and Petr Olvečki. Slovakia fourth line. To Latvian side, Gudalevskis, Edgar Mazalskis, the two goalkeepers, Otnieks, Retlis, Sprugz, Dazins and Martin Tsipulis. Second line of Freibergs, Kuldak, Jerins, Girgensons, Levin Drazis. Third line, Jas, Andersons, Kennings, Berzins. Fourth line composed by Vitaly Pavlov, Yurishtas, Sirokovs and Kuba Jas. Still to take a look at the two goalies, two chosen goalies, coaches. As the puck drops now to begin, Latvia up against Slovakia. The two goalkeepers are Gudalevski and Stana. Nice chance here, intercepted. There was a chance for the Latvians. Gudalevski is here for Latvia. Gudalevski is with the number 50. And in already with the face-off out to the Latvia side. It's Latvia in the lead after only 15 seconds. From the beginning of the game, Latvia 1, Slovakia nothing. What a fast beginning of the match. Martin Tsipulis with the number 47 at his first goal of the tournament. They're right there taking a look at the two goalies for tonight's game. And the Latvians scoring it, the first goal of the game. Pretty much between the legs. Rastislav Stana. Face off, another one won by the Latvians. Latvia with no points at all, dead last. Group H table after 3 games. They lost to Russia 6-2, nothing. USA 4-1, and they lost to Austria 6th straight loss. The second to last scoring team in the second to last team in scoring efficiency, sorry, and the worst goalkeeping of the whole tournament. The team 69 saves out of 85 shots on goal, 16 goals against so far, and only 5 goals for including this one here tonight. Here's Tsipulis taking the wine tanner there, in between the heads of Stana. After only 15 seconds, Latvia in the lead, surprisingly, against the worst team of this World Championship, up against the current silver medalist from last year's tournament, the Slovakians. Slovakia lost to France at their opening match with a 6-2 loss, and then they win against France 6-2, and they lost to Finland, and they scored the equalizer. Tomasz Zaborski. Gotta see that one again. Zaborski scoring his 4th goal of the tournament, the 1 assist. After only a minute from the first goal of the Latvians, here we see it again. Zaborski with the 67. Zaborski was already the 2nd best goal scoring of the tournament. In first place, Ilya Kovalchuk with 5 goals. What a game indeed tonight here at the Arbal Arena. After only a minute and 30 seconds, it's already 1-1 between Slovakia and Latvia. The silver medalists from last year up against the worst team of this championship. So far not so good for the Latvians, with 3 losses in a row. They began this game with a goal after only 15 seconds. So it's a 1-1. The assist coming from Roman Kuchenberger. Kuchenberger at his 5th assist of the tournament. This is the 2nd best assistment of the whole tournament. So whistle to interrupt the play. Now Latvia. Slovakia attacking there from Tomasz Kopecki. He's got something to say to Artus Kulda. The Winnipeg Jet. Slovakia into the right corner, pressure by the Latvians. Slovakia here with another good chance. Intercepted shot. And the Latvians with a pass intercepted by the forward. Aman Bergins onto Kenins. Losing the helmet right there. Milan Jurtsina. Latvia now, Sotnieks to Sidokovs. Sidokovs passing on to Stars. Slovaks. Sudovic. Goalie covering the puck up. Kristers Gudlevskis. Two shots. Again, Kuchenberger. Very nice, I say. Kuchenberger already 5 assists to this tournament. Mikkel Miklik on goal, 1 assist. Freibergs. Loose puck there. Slovakia, Petr Olbachki to Mikhail Sersen. is Sprutz. We also need to say that the beginning of this tournament, the 3 losses in a row, right at the beginning, being up against the defending world champions from Russia and USA, then this is just a nightmare for the Latvians, most likely. They lost to Austria also. That lost to Switzerland in the other group. Got 1 point of a loss at the overtime. Slovenia, sorry, not Switzerland. Switzerland was one of the most surprising teams throughout the whole tournament, of course. The 2 teams find themselves at the bottom of the tables overall, will be relegating into the 1st division. Latvia again with Maris Jas to the right corner. Slovakia, Satan, the captain. Pressure from behind by Robert Yefimovs. Again in the back, Josef Strumpel, the current silver medalist last year tournament, attacking with Gustav Satan. Brett Lees taking the pressure together with Yefimovs. Still onto Slovakian side though. Puck. Nice deflection. To begin to roll from behind Marek Daloga. Trumping chase. Budlevskis being in the puck. Sersen. Lidereni. Lidereni onto Zaborski. Zaborski had his 4th goal of the tournament. The Avangard Omsk player. And Kuchenberg right there into the left corner. Kunda Kuchenberg. Zaborski is still to Vidareni. Zaborski. The shot wide. And then Miklik. Slovakian possession of the puck. The shot taken by Mika Miklik has been deflected over the bar and out of the rink. It's a 1-1 between Slovakia and Latvia in the 1st period after 8 minutes. Starting again from the face-off into Latvia's defensive zone, and then back again with it. Slovaks now, missed chance, just a little bit wide. Martin Bartek. Back again to Mix Indrasis. To the left corner, Mihalik. saving it all. Good left skis. Redleys. It's a Slovaks possession once again. So now the whistle to interrupt the fight. Andrei Sekera. Face off to the Slovaks zone this time around. There's another broken stake on the ice when it's Latvia. Possession of the puck. They're coming out strong from that defensive zone. It's Slovakia. Now Latvia with a good opportunity in front of Stana. Still Slovakia now. Sekera. The beginning of the match for Slovakia was just a nightmare. Puck into the back of the net with a goal coming from Martin Tsipulis right after 15 seconds from the beginning of it. And then not a minute later, not more than a minute later, Tomasz Zaborski making the equalizer. Uris Tars now into the left corner to regain the puck. Stumpel. Budacek now. Dump and chase directly through Gudlevskis. Less than 10 minutes to the end of the first. 6 shots on goal for the Slovaks. Just 2 for Latvia. But they score 1 goal out of 2 shots on goal. So pretty much very good scoring efficiency. There's another broken stake on the ice. It's a 4th one, just 10 minutes, and this is the MVP so far for Latvia, Martin Tsipulis. One of the most experienced players on Latvian roster. 32 years old, playing for Lev Prague. Face-offs being won by Slovakia. It's another whistle to interrupt the fight. And this is Tomasz Zaborski. The tournament, 4 goals out of 16 shots. That makes a percentage of 25%. Very good for Tomasz Zaborski, for forward of the Avantgarde Omsk. Dump and chase for Latvia into the left corner. Andris Jerins. Pavlovs, Italy's Pavlos, no pressure by Kuchenberg. Zaborski behind the post, passing on to Milan Jurtsinen. Latvia now regrouping from behind, dump and chase onto Armand Bertsins. Still Bertsins, possession of the puck with Tomasz Surovi, Slovakia. And then on Petrovetsky, intercepting Redleys, trying to end up once again. Dump and chase deep into the right corner for Armand Bertsins. Surovi for Slovakia. Olvechki with a shot deflected by Gudlevskis. Pavlovs, Sirokovs. Sersen right there on Sirokovs. Blishnak in the eyes with the 55. It's a huge fight with that puck right there. There are 1, 2, 3, 5 players battling it out for the possession of the puck as the referees go for the face-off here. 7:25 to the end of the first. So Slovakia 1, Latvia 1. See it again, a good save from Gudlevskis. Short break will re-begin the play on the face-off to Slovaks defensive zone. Yanis Brooks face-off up against Mario Blishnak. Brooks winning it. Passing on to Martin Tsipulis, the scorer for Latvia tonight so far. Lauris Dardzins, Freibergs. Pressure by Branislav Mete. And to Sproots. Oh, what a chance there! 2 times and again. And then the referee goes for the penalty shot. Most likely, we still need to check all the play from the Latvians, but still. Puck was right there, and then the referee, yes, he just went for the penalty shot right there. So the puck was there, and he was intercepted by Branislav Mete, who was unlucky because the referee was right meter to the side of him. It's Lauris Dardzins. Dardzins up against Stana. Dardzins, he scores! Taking back Latvia into the lead, 2-1 against the Slovaks. It's the number 10, Lauris Dardzins, at his second goal of the tournament. To the penalty shot caused by Branislav Mete, falling on the puck by the goalkeeper. In this case, well done by number 10, Dardzins. A forward from the AK Bars Kazan. Canadian coach Ted Nolan pretty much happy with it. .40 left to the end of the first. Still Latvia attacking right there. With the number 42 taking the shot, Vitalis Pavlos over the bar this time around. Back into the lead. Surprise, surprise, yet again another surprise at the Hartwall Arena in Helsinki, Finland. Right after, just a couple of hours later, we saw France beating underdogs from France. It's called them this way. They just beat the defending world champions from Russia with the 2-1, historical 2-1 win against the Frenchmen. Now it's Latvia beating Slovakia with 2-1. Latvia dead last and no points at all in their Group H. Slovakia silver medalist. So two biggest upsets coming right from the Harwell Arena today. Gold medalist from last year's tournament, Russia, and silver medalist from last year's tournament as well. And beating here the Slovaks by Latvians. There's another good chance this time around, saved by Rastislav Stana. 5:30 to the end of the game. Rene Vidareni, well pressured by Sotnieks. The Latvians back with the puck possession. What a hit right there. Apart from the penalty shot, of course. No power plays, situations. Here we go with the first penalty of the game for interference. Tomasz Zaborski is trying to explain, to state right there to the referee. He doesn't change his opinion. That was the scorer, the only goal scored by the Slovaks. Tomasz Zaborski hitting Yanis Brooks and finishing inside the penalty box for the next couple of minutes. The first power play situation for the Latvians. Latvia now with this 5-on-4 situation. Yanis Brooks in front of Stana's net. You know, catch the assist about less than 5 minutes to the end of the first. Already seen 3 goals. Stana deflecting it back to Sprutz. Still 1:30 to the end of the power play for Team Latvia. Now the Slovaks managing to clear up their own defensive zone. Regrouping, another lineup coming onto the eyes of Krzysztof Sotnieks. Into the, oh, what a bad hit from behind right there. There might be another penalty coming here for the Slovaks. That was pretty tough, seriously. So you see it again, boom, into the board, whoa. See it once again. It was Branislav Medze boarding Zemgus Girgensons, and Medze finishing himself boarding 2 minutes inside the penalty box. Now it's a 5-on-3 situation for Team Latvia. He didn't get injured, Girgensons. Five on 3 for the next 60 seconds. Tsipoli is here. He scored after only 15 seconds at the beginning of the game. The first goal for Latvia tonight. Sirokovs. Cross-crease pass intercepted this time around by Milan Jurcina. It's still a 5-on-3 situation here. The shot coming from distance as the Slovaks managed to clear up. Sirokovs to Darzins. Darzins on to Brooks for the shot. The one-timer coming from Sirokovs right into the chest of Rastislav Stana. zero goals. Still Indrazis. Long distance shot again from the Latvians. 5-on-4 situation here, still for Latvia on power play. For the next upcoming 45 seconds more. Then it's mixed Indrazis with the puck possession. There's Kulta here on the right side. They go by Jersins. Kulta here with the puck. And then Girgensson scores! The third goal for Latvia. Latvia 3, Slovakia 1. What a surprise! It's a Zemgus Girgensson, assisted by Artur Skulda. Girgensson, who just received the hit against the board by Branislav Mezai a couple of minutes ago. He went on a bench, he fixed himself, and then he came onto the ice. Back again in top shape here, Girgensson's scoring the third one for Team Latvia. And there might be coming another bigger surprise, bigger upset tonight. Out from the Hartwall Arena, 2:30 to the end. Ovechki, Shatan. Latvians defending very strong. Maris Jas. 2 to go now. Ovechki. Mihalik. To Hudacek. To Setvia Sotnieks. Kennys. To Bedzins. To Kennins. Yaroslav Satang behind himself to Hudacek. To the right corner. Shatan again. Change of lineup for Latvia. Shot wide from Andrei Sekera. Kupenberg with another shot from distance. Now it's Slovakia trying to get closer to the Latvians. It's a 3-1 for Latvia so far into this first period. Slovakia, last 60 seconds into this period. Kupenberg to Zaborski, MVP of these world champs. Zaborski finishing to the board right there. There's another boarding call coming up next here. Zaborski. Number 32, Artus Kulda. The first penalty, Latvian side, first power play situation. The Slovaks, Kulda boarding Tomasz Zaborski. Slovaks finished this first period. Power play situation. The last 30 seconds of the first period. They re-begin. Still on power play. The second, the post, and then the deflection from Gudlevskis. Couple of shots taken by Branko Radivojevic. Zaborski. To Radivojevic again. Severirol Gudlevskis. And this is the siren. Ended up this first period in which everything and everything happened. Martin Tsipuli scoring the first goal for Latvia to take Latvia into the lead. Just 15 seconds after the beginning of the game. Tomasz Zaborski making it 1-1, taking the equalizer. And his fourth goal of the tournament, Tomasz Zaborski. And then Laurit Zarsins with the 2-1 after a penalty shot. After the penalty committed to Branislav Meze, and then the 3-1 from Zemgus Girgensons on a 5-on-4 situation after a 5-on-3 power play chance to the Latvian side. So quite a nightmare tonight for the Slovaks, down 3-1 to Latvia, who got no points at all in Group H standings, just dead last. And we'll be back after a short break of 15 minutes. Don't go away, stay tuned. I'll leave you with the highlights, starting from the goal from Martin Tsipulis after only 15 seconds from the beginning of the game. Hello and welcome back to the Harbour Arena here in Helsinki for tonight's preliminary round game of Group H of the 2013 IIHF World Championship between Slovakia and Latvia. Surprise, surprise coming out here from the Harbour Arena once again today, because Latvia beating Slovakia with a 3-1 win. First goal coming right after 15 seconds from the beginning of the game from Martin Tsipulis. Then, not even more than a minute later, Tomasz Zaborski making it his fourth goal of the tournament, taking the equalizer for Team Slovakia, and then Lauris Dartins to staying back into the lead 2-1, and then Zemgus Hugenssons, after being bored, very tough boarding from Branislav Mezej a couple of minutes before, is the third goal. Power play situation, the third one in a row for Team Latvia. And so the underdogs of tonight's game right now beating the current silver medalist from last year's tournament. Well, just a few hours ago, we already saw the biggest upset of the entire tournament, with Team France beating the defending world champions from Russia. With the historical 2-1 win. Now it's coming. Here again, Latvia beating Slovakia 3-1. There are some problems on the surface of the ice, but everything seems now to be ready for the puck to drop to begin with the second period of tonight's game between Slovakia and Latvia. So silver medalist, current silver medalist from last year's tournament, down 3-1 to Latvia. Zero power play though. The very first power play situation for them, it's a 5-on-4 situation for the next upcoming 60 seconds for the first penalty. Team Latvia here trying to score by short-handed. Hartus Kulda inside the penalty box for boarding 40 seconds before the end of the first. Slovakia with Branko Radivojevic behind Gudlevski's net. Biggest chance here. It was Tomasz Kupecki. 20 seconds more. Rastislav Stana gives the puck away to Josef Stumpel. Good for check-in by the Latvians. Still short-handed. There's the power play, which is right now back at full strength. Latvia now. They didn't take advantage. The Slovaks, the first power play chance ahead to this game. Rastislav Stana went out for Jaroslav Janus now, goalkeeper for the Slovaks, and number 31. So it's Janus' debut at these world champs. First game for Jaroslav Janus so far into the first 3 games. 75 saves out of 81 shots on goal for Rastislav Stana. He took 3 goals in the first period and he went out. Jaroslav Janus substituting him. Pavlovs directly for Janus. Tripolis, tidying up, intercepting the puck into the middle of the Slovaks. It's Vladimir Mihalic, biggest player in the Slovaks roster, 2 meters tall, 110 kilos, one of the biggest players of the whole tournament. Now the shot from Marco Dano right into the chest of Gudlevskis. It's also Milan Jurcina, whose weight is 110 kilos. Vladimir Mihalik with the number 56. Nice throw to Slovan Bratislava. Giggenson's here to score the third one. Team Latvia. Still Latvia with a good possession of the puck to these first minutes of the second. Well, Slovakia tried to go for the second goal at the end of the first period, with 9 shots from the Slovaks up against 7 shots from the Latvians. Yanis Andersson to the other left corner. Girgensons, still Latvia though. What a hit there. Selson, Maris Jas, plays in Germany for the Hanover Scorpions. This is Mikael Sefsen, 1 assist so far in the tournament. Girgensson just scored his very first goal of the tournament. And to Skuta, 1 goal, 1 assist, 2 points. These Wolves, as I've said before, Latvia, the first 3 games, only 4 goals for and 16 against. Well, tonight, completely the opposite, scoring 3 goals to the current silver medalists. Yeah, attacking with Artur Skuta. Short break here. Vladimir Vujtek, head coach, the Slovaks coming from Czech Republic. The Slovaks got 6 points. Group H table, thanks to 2 wins. And a loss. One against France, 6-2, and Germany 3-2. They lost to Finland 2-0. 9 goals for and 4 against, and 6 against. And right now we are up to 10 goals for, 9 against over the bar. The try from Kuchenberg, who's one of the best assist men in the tournament with 5 assists. Kuchenberg, Sotnieks. The Slovaks, after 5 minutes, didn't change the score from the first period. Still 3-1 for Latvia over Slovakia. Yanis Sprutz. Idareni. Still with Sprutz. Into Tipolis. Sprutz. Tipolis up against the second one, Villarin. Another call here. Peter Olbeczki, 1 goal so far. One of the many Slovan Bratislava players. Slovak Costa, of course. Olbeczki here, the face-off up against Girgensons. This is Marco Dano. Dano passing on to Surovi. Intercepting now, it's Slovakia. Marco Dano still. Dano, one of the youngsters, born on November 30th, 1994, so not even 19 years old, most likely the youngest player throughout the whole tournament, 18 years old, Marco Dano. These are the goals. Tripoli is scoring in after 15 minutes. Zaborski scoring his 4th goal of the tournament. And this is Nedley calling on the back. This is Lauris Darsens making it 2 for Latvia. And then Zemgus Girgensons with the 3rd one. Satisfaction, Ted Nolan. So Girgensons being out of the bench for a couple of minutes after that very tough hit. The board. Latvians here with Robert Yekimovs. Jurcina to the other side, bump and chase. Still Milan Jurcina deflecting the puck. There was Darsens. Puck finishes off the ring. Satan face-off won, very interesting start here. 20 face-off won by the Latvians and just 10 by the Slovaks. Kuba Jas following Sekera. Scroops the puck to Yanis Anderssons. I'm sorry, that was Redley's. Now there's a good chance here for Slovakia. Well intercepted once again. One of the Latvian defenders. Then Andrei Sekera. Redley's here. The Mariga. Latvians fans. Another face-off won by Latvia, 21. Against 10, only 10 face-off Slovaks. Cindras is here with a shot. Pulled up by Janis. Face-off won by the Latvians here with Indrazes. Back to Saxon. Gigerssons, the nice interception in the middle to Indrazes. Zaborski right against his own mates. Ronald's Cummins against Peter Ovechki. Ovechki this time around wins face-off. Bliznak to Jurcina. So what a good chance here for the Slovaks. Ovechki right into the chest of Gudlevskis. The face-off against Pavlovs. Ovechki winning another face-off. Another whistle coming as there are penalty coming up next. One of the Slovaks for interference. It's a rookie, Marko Dana. 20 finishing inside the penalty box, Marko Dana on November the 30th, 1994. Dana was up against Kristaps Sotnieks. So another power play opportunity for Team Latvia. Almost reached halfway through the game here. Janis Brooks to Startings. The Latvians regain the puck there. A good chance. Deflected. Play opportunity. It's a third total. 5 eggs. Behind his own net. Ralph's 5 eggs. What a great chance here for number 59, Gigerssons again. Been brought down. There's another penalty coming. 2 in a row. Mario Bliznak inside the penalty box together with Marko Dano. Again, what an opportunity for Gigerssons to make it 2. His personal record book. It's a slashing. Mario Bliznak. It's again, for the second time in this game, opportunity to get a goal, the fourth one for Team Latvia, well, a 5-on-3 situation. Very good possession of the puck. This shot is intercepted by Janus. Martin Sipulis. Shot. See it again. Deflected first by Janus, and then maybe it hit the post. Yes, it is. And then Janus went to cover the puck up. 30 seconds more to the end of the first power play. It's going to be a 5-on-4 situation. A little bit better for the Slovaks. Defending with 3 players. Shot taken by Kulda. Just went out, just a bit wide. Still Latvia though. A good opportunity, but it's been deflected once again. And 5-on-4 here. Marco Dano just. Dano still up against Lauris Datsins. Ted Nolan, Canadian head coach of the Latvians. Still a 5-on-4 situation for the next 60 seconds. Yeah, Kulda leaving the pack together with Sopnieks. Still Latvia with a nice pressure. The Slovaks are shoulders into their defensive zone. And the Slovaks begin impact with Miklik. Take chase here to the other side. Latvia in Brazil with the shot. Still on power play. 10 seconds. So killing other 2 penalties here, the Slovaks. Still Latvia. Ronald Kennings. Kennings assisting Yeki Bobs to Anderson's. Kennings again to Sudovi. Hard. 7:30 to the end of the second. Just seen Maris Jas, the Hanover Scorpions. Our Canadian Ted Nolan, the second World Championship with Latvia. As Latvia got 4th consecutive Olympics qualifications. Last year Latvia finished 10th place. This year just began. Nightmare, USA, Russia, two very particular games. Well, tonight it's a completely different team against the silver medalists from last year. They're in top form tonight, right? Still, it's a fourth game in just a very few days here. Yanis Brooks got intercepted. Now it's a team Slovakia missing the goal right there. I could have managed to miss that one. Branko Radivojevic. It's almost an empty net. Maybe the assist was a bit too fast. Mario Blishman, we need to see that one again. Hugenssons regaining another good puck into the central zone. Less than 6 minutes to the end of the second, but Slovakia still down by 2 goals against Latvia. Radivojevic over the bar, another shot from the Slovaks. To Miklik. Miklik with the shot directly into the chest of Gudlevskis. This is Branko Radivojevic, but I missed the chance that was. Need to see that one again. It was a counter-attack. Radivojevic onto Kopechki, and then Radivojevic again. The 1-2 from Kopechki. How could he miss that? It was almost an empty net because Gudlevskis was already covering the near post right there. And this is desperation from Slovak fans. Branko Radivojevic, 1 goal so far in the tournament for the Spartak in Moscow player. Five minutes, 16 seconds to the end of the second. Latvia still in the lead, 3-2-1 over Slovakia. The goals coming all in the first period. Such a very strong reaction though from the current silver medalists to this second period. Just got a little bit better. It's the second part, the ending part of the second period. Second period shots on goal 6. Team Slovakia shots on goal altogether 15 against 12. Latvia. Now good puck possession. The Slovaks, but again another loose puck control to the central zone by Latvia. The shot taken by Yekimovs. Now Miklik. Miklik! And making it. No, not a goal. Kennings. 4:20 to the end. Pavlos. It was Miklik with raised his arm as if it were a goal scored right there, the second one for the Slovaks it was. Good pressure, take a look at it, Yuri Stars. Now Slovakia advancing with the 43, who scores! Tomáš Surovic. What a nice good shot from distance. Past the Gudlevskis. Tomáš Surovic. It's Latvia 3, Slovakia 2. Not over yet tonight, this game. Very first goal of the tournament, Tomáš Surovic. Lev Prague player. See it again. Getting the puck into the central zone and then going for the wrist shot. The snapshot from there. It's a 3-2 for Latvia. To the end of the second period now. Team Latvia with a good chance from Sprooks. Sprooks still there behind the net, deflected over the bar and over Janus as well. Sotnieks. There's Lauris Dardzins. Dardzins loses the stick right there for a slap shot. A one-timer from distance. 3 minutes to the end of it. Latvia 3, Slovakia 2. Sotnieks to Jerins. Bouncing and contrasted by Kopechki. Jerins. Mario Bliznak. This is Radivojevic again into the right corner. Jerins. Back to the Slovaks. Mario Bliznak. Now Latvia. Dumper chase to the other side, the right corner, Sekera. And Mejai to Marisias. To Mikli. Well intercepted by Kulda. And then Martin Jas. What a hit right there. There's Daloga, a little bit injured maybe. No, Sekera, well intercepted. Andersons advancing with Sprooks. Well, this is Lauris Dardzins. Dardzins all alone. He shoots, he scores! Latvia 4, Slovakia 2. It's again a second goal tonight for Lauris Dardzins, who scored the second one for Team Latvia to get Latvia into the lead back again in the 13th minute of the first period. 2 goals tonight for Lauris Dardzins, the captain of Latvia. AK Barskazan player. It's 3 goals inside the tournament for Lauris Dardzins. 3 goals, 1 assist, 4 points for him. What a player, Lauris Dardzins. Newly named captain, shows he knows how to set up in key situations during February's Olympic qualifier in Riga. And led the team with 3 goals and 2 assists, and now already reached 3 goals and 1 assist in the first 4 games of this tournament. He potted the 3-2 winner, the crucial tip of Kazakhstan. Get to Sochi 2014. Face-off's being won this time around by the Slovaks. Less than a minute to the end of the second. It's still a surprise, but still 2 goals of difference between Slovakia and Latvia. So 4-2 now. Nice deflection for Gudlevskis. So the goal coming from Tomasz Churovi, who scored the 3-2, and then Lauris Dardzins making it 4 for Team Latvia, unassisted. He got the puck into the central zone, and then he just went for it. 2-on-2 situation. Defenders of Slovakia waiting for the pass. He just went for the shot and he scored the fourth goal for Latvia tonight. And a surprise coming out from the Harwell Arena after we saw France defeating the defending world champions from Russia today with a 2-1 historical win over the Russians. And this is the siren ended up this second period in which nothing changed about the goals difference between Slovakia and Latvia, but it's a 4-2 instead of being 3-1 after the first period. So we'll be back after a short break of 15 minutes, and don't go away, stay tuned to see all the highlights from the second period and the goals, of course. Welcome back again to the Herbal Arena for tonight's premier round game of Group H of 2013 IIHF World Championship between Slovakia and Latvia. The underdogs from Latvia, after losing 3 games in a row, tonight winning against the silver medalist from Slovakia from last year's tournament. The Slovaks with a 4-2 score so far. Ted Nolan, Canadian head coach of the Latvians. The goals coming from Martin Tsipolis, who scored like 15 seconds at the beginning of the game. Then Tomasz Zaborski making the equalizer. Lauri Darcins and Teemu Girgensons for the 3-1 in the second period. Tomasz Shurovi 3-2 and a 4-2 by Lauris Darcins unassisted. Slovakia now trying to get closer to Latvia to take more points in the table, since their goal is getting onto the quarterfinals, and the goal of Latvians is of course not being relegated into first division here. Lauris Darcins with she scores! Darcins again! It's Latvia 5, Slovakia 2. He took the first shot, saved by Jaroslav Janus, and then Darcins again, taking his 4th goal of the tournament. It's a hat-trick tonight for him. 3 goals tonight for Lauris Darcins, as he shot it once and then the second time, taking the rebound after the interception by Jaroslav Janus, who was taking a look at the right side of it. He didn't even understand that the puck was right in front of him to the left side. It's Latvia 5, Slovakia 2. Surovi using the face-off. What a game tonight, what a game for this guy here, number 10, Lauris Darcins, out of the tournament, 4 goals out of 15 shots. Kulda to Indrazes. To Jerins, to Indrazes again. Back to Indrazes. It's a still team Latvia trying to score the 6-1 tonight. Septi Sersen. Unrecognizable tonight, Slovakia. Slovakia beat France 6-2, and then they beat Germany 3-2. They were beaten by the Finns 2-0 for the home side. Lauris Darcins here, regaining the puck. One-handed. Then making it 5. Heads off for the hat-trick. Lauris Darcins. The shot taken by Josef Stumpel. With the bar still Latvia though. Tucking right there. Latvia still attacking with Stumpel. Vidarini. Ovechki to Redley's on for Yuri Stals. Accepted by Ovechki. It's a huge Vladimir Mihalik. Intercepted. Janus. This is Dalcin's game. Penalty shot. His second and his third one, beautiful one. Getting a rebound for his hat-trick. Tonight, Latvia scored 5 goals, which is more than what they scored in the first 3 games. In only one match, they scored 5 goals, and so far, they scored just 4 goals. Nothing against Russia, 1 against USA, 3 against Austria, but they lost to Austria 6-3. It was quite a stat. 4 goals against in the first 3 games, and 16 goals against, sorry, and 4 goals scored. But tonight, 5 goals for just 2 against. Slovakia now. So for 3 minutes and 30 seconds from the beginning of the third and last. It's a 5-2 hat-trick. Dalcin's 5 points in the tournament and 1 assist and 4 goals. Lauris Dalcin's Sekera. Loose puck regained into the central zone. Giannis Anderson this time around. Anderson behind his own net. And just like it's the game between France and Russia, France won it just because of the defense, strong defense, and all those loose pucks regained into the neutral zone. Bedzins to Andersons. Wow, what a nice chance again to take the 6-1 for the Latvians. As Stars then onto Sirokovs. Team Slovakia now to good change of lines right there. Surovi. This is Olbetsky. Corner. So Martins Tsipulis opened up this game. It's a 15 seconds from the beginning of it. The goal, 15 seconds. Fastest goal of all games of the tournament so far. It's right, a face-off to the left zone, so the defensive zone of the Slovaks. Tsipolis scoring a one-timer shot. He took, but after Latvia won that face-off. There's a here. Yes, the deflection by Gudlevskis. Dvojevic. And then no goals there. He shoots again. Not even one goal coming out from that situation. Mario Bliznak be close to get the third one for Team Slovakia. See it again as he hit the bar, and then the puck was right there for the last save by Gudlevskis. Nice purity here for Team Slovakia, hitting the bar, and then Gudlevskis saves such a bad hit on his helmet, the skate. Saved by Gudlevskis. Now Slovakia trying to attack a bit more to get the third one. There, Mario Bliznak was deflected it to the bar. Shot taken from distance, Mario Bliznak, and then the Gudlevskis with his right shoulder from the other angle. Didn't see it coming. Latvia. Jennings with the shot, trying to go for the deflection, mixing Drazis. There's Tomasz Surovic to Indrazis. Good attack. Stars, there's a penalty coming up next here after this situation for Latvia. It's a penalty for the Slovaks. The booking, something to see who. It's number 8, Mikael Sevsen. power play for Latvia. So again, this is end of the match. Hat-trick scored by Lauris Dartsens. Pavlov's back to red, please. So that was Tsipulis, intercepted by the Slovaks. And then yet again another try from Dartsens, trying to go for his fourth goal of the night. Redleys to Tsipulis, back to Redleys, making the shot, Freibergs. Right there, what a chance again to get the 6-1. Saving it, Janus, 15 more seconds to the end of the power play. Latvia here, number 59, Girgensons. So Girgensons, possession of the puck, into Tazes, cross to his pass, not intercepted by anyone, though. Still 5 seconds to the end of the power play. The team Latvia, shot taken by Sotnieks, back in full strength. Slovakia clean the penalty. Slovaks with Vladimir Mihalik, and then the save. Pechki, 1 assist. Whistle to correct the play. Another penalty coming for hooking this time around on Latvia's side. Italy's Pavlov's. The Slovaks give opportunity there for Libor Judacek. Still Slovakia. Power play situation. Surovi, Tsipulis picked. Penalty given. Latvia scored a penalty shot by Lauris Dartsens. third goal coming from Gigason from a power play situation. Shot taken down. Beautiful. Beautiful to Romano. Slovakia back in full strength. Latvia. Wilson. To Meze. Slovaks. To attack. Risking anything in particular, especially. Andris Jarins from the Dinamo Riga. Man of the match tonight, Lauris Darcis from AK Varsity. Inside the penalty box for 2 minutes for ice-stepping as well as throughout 5 eggs for cross-checking. It's a 4-on-4 now on the ice. Another whistle. Rookie on the ice. Slovan Bratislava. Many players. Slovan Bratislava. It's going to be Then Latvia. To Vladimir Mihalik again. 5 minutes to the end of the game. Latvia 5, Slovakia 2. 50 more seconds to the end of this 4-on-4 play situation. Andris Jones to Joses. Seconds more. Release again. Swap mix. Chase. Again by the Slovaks. Tsipulis. Kennings spinning around. And it's net, and then the one-time slap shot coming from distance. Okay, 4-on-4 situation is over. Both teams are back in full strength again. So 4 minutes now for the last hopes of the Slovaks. Still 3 goals to score to get the equalizer. Get eventually to overtime. Janus there, together with Tomasz Surovic. Oh, this is Mihalik, sorry. Would attack Yes. 3 more minutes. Shot taken by Roman Kukenberg right into the chest of Gudlevskis. 3 more minutes to the end of the game. 3 more minutes with the very first victory of Latvia into this tournament after 3 games. One of them, the opening game, lost it to Russia 6-0. Face-off won by Janis Brooks. Again, the 5 million minutes. Tsipulis onto Kulda. Checking 2-1-2 and the Slovaks. And Tsipulis again intercepted by Vishnu. 2 minutes more. The last hopes, the dream come true. For the last hopes of the Slovaks and dream come true. That means it's another penalty coming here. The hooking. So one of the Latvians. Number 25, Andris Jones. He's going for the shot. So Another good opportunity to take the third. Team Slovakia. Lecce to Marco Dana. Shot has been deflected by Tuscuda. With the shot, well saved by goalie Gulevskis. Saved right there, Gulevskis. Branislav Mezej right there to take rebound. Shot. From an anti-Latvia. Power play. Face off. Latvia. Managed to clear it up. Less than 60 seconds to the end of the game. Current silver medalists from last year's tournament losing 5-2 to Latvia. Another bigger surprise tonight. We saw defending champions from Russia. So they got beaten by the Frenchmen. 2-1 historical win for France. 30 seconds more now. Mikhail Sashin down to Mario Bliznak. Slovak Bratislava. Mario, as well as Mario Bliznak. Jurcina deflected, and then the shot. And he scores. Number 23, Rene Vidareni. In 3 Latvian power play. Slovaks is not enough. Of course, his first goal of the tournament, Vidareni. It's a slap shot, one-timer slap shot from Rene Vidareni. Slovakia 3, Latvia 5 as Latvia in the lead. And only 22 seconds are left to the end of the game. Need to score 2 goals, so 21 seconds. Not impossible. Still, Tsipulis managed to score after only 15 seconds from the beginning of the game. Another penalty coming, most likely. Let's see who, number 21, Libor Hudacek, flashing. And this is it for Team Slovakia tonight. Being beaten by Latvia 5-3. Got beaten by Finland 2-0. Latvia getting their first 3 points. Table, Group H table, and in Group S, that last now is Slovenia, just 1 point. Slovakia won against France 6-2, against Germany 3-2, Latvia lost 3 games at the beginning of the tournament. Victory, eventually, Latvia winning over Slovakia, the underdogs beating the current silver medalists, the way we saw just a few hours ago. France beat the defending world champs from Russia two biggest upsets, two biggest surprise, both of them coming right here right today from the Hartwall Arena in Helsinki. That's it from my side, and it's been a pleasure as always. It's very goodbye until the next time.
The best player